Alrighty, everybody. It's Chaos, and you can see I've been doing a little bit of the cleanup work that I was talking about in the update video. So the barn is gone. Um, Most of the animals were slaughtered and turned into pies. I saved enough for breeding, so one male and two females of each one. And I've been going through and like organizing the chests here, and I've been working on my new tent bag, which is this little building right here. Don't judge it yet; it's not done. But it's a mixture of the brown wattle and daub and various rammed earth, and it's gonna be kind of small, but it has to be because it has to fit in a 7x7. Which, now that I think about it, I think there might be a better way of doing this. But this is technically a 7x7 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I think what I can actually do, now that I'm looking at it, is do these walls out here and cut them in half. And then just shrink them back a little bit underneath the new half block roof pieces. Which, if you see it, you know. But this piece right here, off center. And it's impossible to fix. So, that's on the VS devs to fix this. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do a little bit of tweaking here and see if I can make this work better now that I think about it. I probably should have thought about it sooner. That way the inside will be 5x5 instead of 3x3. And, be an outhouse. There's a hole in the floor here, so I can do the tent thing. And we're actually going to go ahead and test this live here. Boop. See, we lose the upper roof bit. So I gotta work on my sizing of the building here a little bit. But yeah. I just need to take everything down one level. So I'll take care of that and we'll be back. It's a work in progress. I've never built an actual tent. My tent for the longest time has just been this collection of chests and crates and a bed. And that was when we had the 7x7x3 tent. So now that we have 7x7x7, building an actual building for my tent. And it's gonna be great. So yeah. There's gonna be time-lapse footage here for this. So we're gonna get into that here next. You'll see all the time-lapse footage that I'm recording of myself working on this. And I'll be back with you soon. With news of what we're gonna do. See you soon. right, so realized something. We're not going to be able to put the game's natural roof blocks up here and make it work. So we're going to have to custom build a roof, which means I'm going to be using shingle blocks and hand chiseling a roof. Oh man, I hope you guys like this building because this is going to be a lot of work. Keep watching. Alrighty, so here we go. This is what we're going to do for windows. Had to go make some glass, so we got glass in here. Hang on. Hang on, there we go. Why is that doing that? There's a hole up here. Oh, no, hang on. There was a spare piece of glass sticking out. That's what it was. Alright, anyway. This is what we're going to do here. So we got glass. We're going to do some ebony trim on the outside and on the inside. And I'm going to do that on all of these windows. And then I'm going to get in here. And the goal of this building is we're going to use QP-Tech's decorative chests. And replace a bunch of these walls with decorative chests. And then break this block. Well, we're going to break this block. Replace it with a decorative chest, and then put the block in place, and that lets you embed chests in a wall. And it still looks like a wall. So, yeah. It's still going to look like a functional building. It's going to be pretty damn cool. So let's get in here, and we're going to get down real low and chisel. And let me just change my material type. Gotta be careful with how you click it, but the goal is to be able to put everything I own that I care about on the server in this building and transport it in my tent. So. So there we go. We're going to do that on each of these other windows, and it's going to be awesome. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there on this building, and it's going to be great. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. Let's talk future plans, though. I talked to the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Azungu, one of the fellow Rusty Gears who's recently gotten back on the server, and he is building up near Grant, who if you haven't been watching Mega Grand's videos, one, you're missing the hell out. Like, she's legit. Go watch Grand. Two, she's building an homage to Westeros, or not to Westeros, to Winterfell of Game of Thrones, and has built a city, like a small village outside of it, and then she's actually going to build Winterfell itself. Azungu is going to build within like visual distance of her, but not like so close as to be crazy close. And I was talking to him about it, and we're going to go slightly off and build another village up in that area with the idea of using Alexandria from Final Fantasy XIV and a little bit of Final Fantasy IX. Um, so lots of like plaster and like rammed earth and wattle and daub, that kind of texture. And the big difference for what I'm building here is the roofs are orange and red. So we're going to do a lot of that. That's the idea so far, anyway. And build another village. Might end up building a castle. I know he was wanting to build a castle, but considering Grand's building one and he's also building one in another series, he's thinking maybe not. But we'll see what we do. Might just end up being a village. Might just be something cool to do with another gear. So, yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to finish up this building, and him and I are going to plan that out and get to it. Talk to you guys soon. Alrighty, everyone. So, the structure is built. It's not the most amazing build ever, but you know, fitting it in a 7x7 space was actually kind of difficult. Um, I probably could have gone with a too tall door and given myself a little bit more headroom for the roof, but I like the 3 tall door. So we got the interior, got the roof blocks coming down. It's all scooped out in here. Got the windows hand chiseled and hand framed. And I got a random Jonas lamp that I found in a ruin in here, lighting the place up. So freaking Botorn and the other guys won't spawn inside the building while I'm working on it. That's part of the reason I took the barn down, because they were just spawning there like it was the greatest thing in the world. So I've had a few spawn in my actual house while I've been standing here working. It's been a little ridiculous. But what we're going to do now is we're going to put all the chiseling tools away. Maybe not all the chiseling tools. As soon as I find space in a chest here, there we go. We're going to put all the blocks away. Open, I just turned shuffle hotbar on. Which, if you guys don't know, Apache, one of the freaking greatest mod makers ever for Vintage Story, has made a shuffle mod. Basically, you know, similar to the Minecraft one for Vintage Story that lets you set which hotbar slots you actually want to shuffle from. It's pretty great. It's how I did the initial build walls here. So, but what we're going to do, we're going to take these decorative high capacity chests. We're going to take these other decorative chests. And I think we'll just leave those ones. So, what you do with these, you come in here and you break the block out. And you place a high capacity chest there. It clears some hotbar space. And do that. So now, that is a chest wall. And you can see when I click on it, the chest shows up. But now I just have like a full trunk's worth of storage space in that wall. It doesn't actually pop up on the inside, which is pretty cool. So we're just going to do that. We're going to do that here. We're going to do another high capacity. Bang, bang. Going to do that here. And you can kind of see what the plan is. And we're going to take all of that stuff that's actually remaining of value from that pile of chests and the pile of chests over here, and we're going to store it in our walls. And the tent bag will let us pick it all up, which is amazing. Let's see. There we go. So we're just going to do this. Boom, boom. chisel blocks still respect their block material, which is kind of funny. There we go. Love it, love it, love it. And this still fits in the 7x7. So we're just going to go like this. I go grab that one that just had to fall to the outside. All right, so window, wall. Where did that one piece go? Oh, that's what happened. Okay, hang on. Okay, so we need to break the chest. Put the chest back down. Put the window piece here. And put the rammed earth piece right back there. Perfect. Okay. Now what's cool is you can see that it recognizes the material block. It shows you the storage of like the food perish speed and everything. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Noticing that is a small problem. I have to talk to QP about that one. The texture does not quite connect. But it's alright. It's fine. Like, it'll be fine. It's not going to drive me crazy, I swear. Game, give me my block. I don't want to have to keep running outside to grab my block because you decide to fall outward instead of inward. Okay. Okay, that one's done. Rammed earth, waddle and daub. Bang, bang, bang. My elk is sticking his head to the door because that's what elks do. Go that one. Gonna go that one. It also gives me a chance to mix the blocks up a little bit, so it's pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to finish this up. Probably going to turn all of these walls into chests. Because I have another stack of regular 64 ones, which are the size of a normal chest in Vintage Story. So yeah, we're going to turn most of the wall into storage. And haul this building with us. And pack everything up, and I'll catch you when I get to the north. Because I've set my camera account up to where Azungu and I are planning to build in that general area. And yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. So, see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, everyone. The tent house is packed. Let's go ahead and take a look. We got everything that I care about in here. There's a few chests left in the base, but they're just full of junk, and I don't feel like cleaning them up. But we got pretty much every tool I have. You know, a bunch of more up here on the tool racks. I got crates, support beams, age support beams, lots of age support beams. There were a lot when I got this build. Flax, we got andesite, dry grass. I got a bunch of storage vessels up here. Most of them are empty, but they look good. So got that. We got my animals here. I got 2 female aurochs. I got 1 male aurochs. I got 2 ewes and 1 ram. I got a bunch of extra chests and things like that. And then most of these walls are decorative chests. Some are still empty. I didn't need as much space as I thought I was going to because I got rid of a lot of things. Another thing I was able to do was take all my bees that were all over here and pack them up in my old tent bag. So boom, I have my entire bee collection here. So we're going to take that up north with us. And let's go ahead and pack this tent up. And we're going to head up. There we go. That is basically everything. I'm going to have to come back down here for this stuff. This is compost, but I can do that anytime. So, yeah, there we go. Hell yeah, guys. So, let's go ahead and head to spawn. I'll eat some pie real quick. Bam. There we go. I'm leaving most of these trees here because I have a bunch of extra spiles already, so I'm not worried about any of that. I cleaned up most of my resin, and yeah, we're going to go head up to spawn, and we're going to go hit the teleporter, and that is where I'll leave you once we get there. Unless I talk to Gran and she wants to give a tour. She might want to give a tour of her build. I'm not sure if she feels up to it, so we'll find out. We're going to pass by Sid's old base. And I haven't been to spawn on camera in a while. So we'll go ahead and show you guys how the Rusty Gear spawn town is looking. Oof. Getting a little bit hitching because it is a very laggy spawn town. There's a lot of things happening. So we got the community warehouse. We got QP's tower that he's been building. We got the oak farm. We got berry bushes. Oh yeah, we passed Punk's thing. Punk is building a thing here. I'm not entirely sure what it is. It's supposed to be like a temporal storm arena, maybe? Not sure. But if you want to know, find out if Punk's got Rusty Gears videos. Okay, yeah, this is QP and Cricket Brett's place. That is Deej's house. And whose house is this? I forget. Oh, you know what? I forgot my elk. Oh, hang on. Let me go get my elk. I'll be right back. Actually, just remembered I don't have to run back to get my elk. I made an elk flute, or a bone flute. Should show up here any minute now. Well, come on, Elky. Where you at, buddy? He's teleported to me literally every other time I've used this thing. Alright, well, he's no Epona. As soon as I get closer, we'll get within range of him actually showing up.